AFTV, Arsenal 4, Atlético Madrid 0. What a statement win that was in the Champions League.
Unbelievable. That is the perfect Champions League night. I don't care whatever you say. Perfect. First half, tactical battle. Intriguing, I've got to say that. Maybe not exciting on the eye, but it was intriguing. Second half, I'm going to say this now. Declan Rice was quiet in the first half. He turned up in the second half. He went up. The whole fucking team went up, and that was sensational. Like, there's so many brilliant performances there today.
Yeah, talk us through them.
Well, Martinelli, outstanding, absolutely outstanding. That's what you want. Competition. Trossard scored the goal on Saturday. He may think he's asked to be left out. You've got to come in, Martinelli, and what you've got to do is you've got to perform, otherwise you're out. Outstanding. Not just his goal, by the way, but his performance. Miles Lewis-Skelly, incredible performance today. Absolutely incredible performance.
Great run for that goal, wasn't it?
He was coming off at that stage. They was bringing on Calafiori. He looked over and he went, fuck off, Arteta. I'm taking on the whole fucking team here and I ain't coming off. And he plays in not only is it a great run when he's beaten 3 or 4 of them, it's the perfect pass. And I will have to say, Rob, the perfect finish.
Yeah.
And that was a great goal, and that weren't a set piece, by the way. What I mean? So.
And talking of set pieces, those were pretty good as well, weren't they?
Listen. Anybody else can slag us off as much as they like, you know what I mean? But at the end, there's an art to it.
Yeah.
And Declan Rice's that cross for Gabriel is inch perfect. If he wants to go, he wouldn't be able to do that better if he placed it by his hand. And then Gabriel headers it in, fantastic. And listen, they're not a bad side, right? They're not a bad side. They in the bar.
A few weeks ago they beat Real Madrid 5-2, 5-1, yeah.
Yeah, and they went up to Anfield and got a couple of goals and all that, and they laid a glove on us today. You know what I mean? If you be honest about it. But today I felt that was a performance that I wanted to see for a little while. You know what I mean? I know we've had a great result against Fulham, but you can say, there's a few doubts and all that that. But that today, what I see was everything good about Arsenal Football Club and the players. The resolve, the tactical awareness, how to play a game in the first half, and then how to kill an opposition of high quality like that. 4-0, see you later.
And on a couple of goals for Victor Yoker as well. Listen, we've all been saying he needs a couple of goals.
Needed a couple of goals. We all needed him to score a couple of goals today, I am not doing that bloody silly mark. I'm not doing a celebration, but I'm glad that he did. But I'll tell you what, I don't know about you, but I said he got 2-0, and I turned around to my mate James and I said, what we need now is him to score. And at that moment he fucking did. You know what I mean? Unbelievable.
Listen, 2 tap-ins, but that's what it's all about, isn't it? You when you're a striker, you don't care how they go.
Got to be there, Rob. You've got to be in there, you know what I mean? And that's what he's in. Listen, we've all been saying he's been doing this, he's been doing that, he's occupying centre halves. The 2 Fulham centre halves had a tough game on Saturday, but he's here to do what he's done today. Score goals. Score goals against top opposition, you know what I mean? Unbelievable, That's 4 now.
Five.
Hold on before I say anything. That's 4 from open play plus a penalty. But all at home, that's what you want.
Yeah.
That is what you want. Now he's got to go and do it against Crystal Palace. But I don't know how everybody feels, but I'm beating Fulham, I'm thinking, I don't know if we're quite great and all that. I am now buzzing for Sunday. Because what I've seen today is a proper team performance. This is the team. This is what we've always, when we come here to this stadium, that is what we've all wanted to see. That sort of team. That sort of defence, that sort of midfield, and what we've got up front. And that is without Saka being 100% fit at this moment, who was good today, by the way. His crosses were so much better. He's been working on them, I can tell you that. Right? But listen, what it was everybody today was brilliant. If it was one little criticism, Eze weren't great.
Yeah.
But that was the only one. That will come. He's still trying to get in there. But what I see today was Super Mendy, by the way. Can we have a little chat about him? He's come from Spain and he's just walked into this Arsenal team and just settled in so. You know what I mean? can't praise it. What a good footballer, by the way. You know what I mean? He's not one of these, how can I say it, Vieiras that muscles his way through and all that. Like, he's just neat and tidy, pick and pass, doesn't have to be nasty with his tackles and all that. Like, I just think he's a wonderful sort of a player, like Paul Davis sort of player, like, you know what I mean? But technically, he's fucking sensational. So much admiration for him. He's walked in there.
Yeah, and a statement win in Europe, innit? You've got to say it's a statement win. Atletico Madrid.
Is it, Robbie? You know what I mean? Beat Real Madrid 3-0. I didn't expect 4 today. You know what I mean? No,
seriously, it's a statement win. I mean, Atletico,
tough team.
Yeah.
They're a tough team. They had some good players out there today, and I tell you what, their good players were virtually anonymous. You know what I mean? Because who wants to play against that defence at the moment? I'm not being horrible. You're taking Gabriel, you're bringing on Mascara, who looks as good as anything that's there. You know what I mean? Ben White come on today, like, you know what I mean? The squad depth is fantastic. I'll tell you what, Norgard as well, let's not give him a miss. He comes on for 10, 15 minutes there, wins the ball, breaks it up, look very, very confident in there, like, you know? So, listen, everybody today was super. My man in the match, I know they give it to Gyökeres, and I'm happy for him. But Martinelli today, he was sensational. And I'll tell you what, he's had a little bit of stick and everything like that. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to give him what I say about him today. Forget about his goals and everything, his work rate and all that. His mentality is second to none. Because I'll tell you what, he's never hid. He's carried on going. It's been disappointing for him. But here he is today. Couldn't happen to a better person.
Yeah, from the start of this season, to be fair to him, he's come in at the start of this season. He's scored important goals. He's stepped up. You know what I mean? Last season he was coming under a lot of criticism, but he's answering his critics, isn't he?
He's answering his critics, and I do think I'm going to say this now, with Gyökeres around, if centre halves are getting like occupied, it's helping him out. What happens is then you've got to step up, and he done today, like, you know. And listen, like, you know, this is the great thing is, like, you know what I mean, Saka, like, you know what I mean, is we rely too much on Saka. You've got to rely on other players as well, like, you know what I mean. And today it was Martinelli's turn, like, you know what I mean.
Okay.
And that's what's fantastic.
Well, let me give you a conundrum then. If you're the manager on come Sunday against Crystal Palace, who plays at left back?
I am not Mikel Arteta, right, you know, and good luck to him on that, like, you know
That's
what I mean?
what you want, isn't it?
Well, but it's what you want. I'm going to be really honest. I'm perhaps going to. I would probably go with Calafiori because he's done nothing wrong. But Lewis Skelly today. Listen, this is what you want, Rob, right? Because what you've got now is like Lewis Miles Skelly's come in today, and he's set a bar, hasn't he? So, like, you know. Oh, come training on whenever they go back to training. That Calafiori's got to say, I've got my level has got Crystal Palace. If I'm in, I have got to play so well. Otherwise, I'm out. And quite right. So I thought Lewis Skelly today. By the way, 18 years of age. I'm telling you, the physicality of him is unreal. You know what I mean? No one does him physicality-wise. And that run today, like, you know what I mean? There's a midfield place, as I said a year ago, waiting for him at some stage, you know what I mean? Like, sensational, right? Sensational. But listen, Calafiori, I thought, was outstanding against Fulham. So that's that.
Teams down, it's Lewis Skelly.
So,
leave it to the manager. A couple of family members you've got here today.
Yeah, they're on the back here, like, you know. So,
got the family with you?
Well, like, they wanted to turn up, didn't they? Like, you know.
Well, you got them a ticket?
No. Yeah.
No,
listen, like, tickets nowadays are like gold dust, aren't they? Everybody here knows
that. So you couldn't
like.
sort them out a ticket for the game now?
No, I can't.